Hey everyone, it is time for our weekly forecast. So let's get started. Smudge. We are using the Moonology deck today. Open our circle. Shuffle. The energy of the week. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Show some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, so believe in yourself. And then there's a couple different sections. So attuned to the moon. I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. And additional meanings for this card. The answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You're halfway to your goal. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. You need to recommit to someone or something. In the teaching. In the lunar cycle, the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon. It is a time when the sun and the moon are at a hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. No matter when you pull this card, you need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. It could also be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. This card, so the first thing that pops into my mind with this card is some of the struggles the world is kind of going through right now. Where I live, we're kind of seeing this third wave of COVID cases hit, and whether or not you believe this is a conspiracy theory or not, the fact of the matter is things don't look like they're going to be opening for anytime soon. There's probably not going to be any sort of changes with the restrictions. If anything, it wouldn't surprise me if more restrictions were put on in place. Our commitment is being tested, and it's hard because we've entered into spring and everybody is ready to kind of move on and move forward. But they want to move forward to the way things were. Do you know what I mean? So in order for us to really commit to making a change and to push forward into whatever this new world or new paradigm is going to look like, we need to have this renewal of this commitment. If you have thought about ideas how to make this world a better place while we're all locked down, this is the time to really go forward with those plans and to really be creative in those endeavors. What else do we need to know this week? The blue moon. Believe in the impossible. It's being tested. Was talking about your dreams and kind of your attitudes about your dreams and your future really kind of dictate what is happening in your life. And then so believe in the impossible, that things are going to get better. They're not going to look the way that we wanted them to look, but they are going to get better. As the saying goes, some things happen only once a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests that you are about to get a rare chance, and if that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you're asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself or whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. Attuned to the moon. I'm lucky. Additional meanings for this card. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen once. The person you are inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. This situation is unlikely to repeat. And then the teaching. There are usually 3 full moons each equinox and solstice and vice versa. Sometimes though, we get 4 full moons in a single season. When that happens, the third of the season's 4 full moons is called a blue moon. At least that was the original definition of a blue moon. These days, it's popular to use blue moon for the second full moon in any calendar month that has 2 full moons. Recommit to yourself and really believe that anything is possible. So, where is this all going? You and your loved ones are safe. There's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and the places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your heart's desires. Attuned to the moon. Make sure to put family first. And additional meanings of this card: let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. The teaching. The new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. Saying that, the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer. It's one of her 2 home signs, along with Taurus. So whenever you pull it, this card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. We look at kind of the 3 main cards this week. My smudge is just smoking up this room. So we're talking about dreams and commitments. And then it's like believe in the impossible. So there's a lot of faith that is going on at the beginning of this week or for this week. There's a lot of faith in ourselves and in the world that things are working out the way that they're meant to work out, even if we don't necessarily agree or even if it is uncomfortable right now. Where this is going is that we are going to be safe. Now, with the emotions that are happening here, yes, it is going to be, you are going to be extra sensitive and a little bit emotional, but that can go both ways, right? Taking a chance and going through this, you end up with this gratitude and really, what is important to you, like at the core of your belief system and your value system, what really is important and what really brings that happiness. And again, all this happiness and satisfaction and fulfillment and freedom, it's all an inside job. So let's look to what our action is. And a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So new moon in Cancer, full moon in Cancer. Lots of emotions. I don't know if you have any Cancer signs in your family. I do. I have a son who's a Cancer, and I really try to understand his behavior and how his mind works and his emotions to have a better idea of how to respond and how to grow and how to challenge and all that fun stuff. So the action this week. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign, so there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is a time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. Attune with the moon. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Additional meanings for this card. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking. Have you had enough family time lately? The teaching. The heightened emotions of the Moon-Cancer combination can't be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the Moon's 2 home signs, along with Taurus, so astrologically speaking, the Moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. This means that with this card, there's a sense that all is as it should be, or don't worry, all will soon be well. When I think of this card as an action card, I find it very reflective. And I know last week we had that reflection time built in. It's spilling over into this week that we really need to think before we speak and find out the root of our triggers. Behavioral psychology. Why are you acting a certain way? It's all because of past conditioning. So are you acting that way because of past conditioning, or are you acting that way because it really matters? Like there's a strong belief system there, or a strong value system there. Later this week, we're entering into Easter weekend. So we are going into another holiday season where typically we spend this time with family. Now, depending, your commitment being tested, depending on where you lie in the spectrum, where your province or wherever you're living and the restrictions, or even what's happening with case counts, how everybody is going into this weekend is going to be very different. And you're likely going to feel a lot of different emotions, and you're likely to be triggered. Not everybody has the same belief systems around what's happening in the world right now. Some people are really cautious. Some people, it doesn't matter. They want to get together. And honestly, there's no right or wrong answers. We are all entitled to our own feelings about the situation. The important part here is that respecting others and respecting other people's belief systems. So, going into this weekend, just try to breathe and try to just let the energy flow. Let it be what it is. Don't go all crazy, Pinterest crazy. What is really important here? Is it that family time with others? Is it that quiet, reflective time with yourself? Is it time to really believe in the impossible? So, give this video a like, subscribe down below. I'll see you next time. Take care.